I talk a lot on this channel about different arguments that you can use against people of different worldviews, but I don't think I talk enough about the attitude that you should be approaching people of different views with. So in this video, I'm going to talk about a necessary skill for relating to people of other worldviews. I know I've mentioned on this channel before that I used to be a competitive debater, and a lot of what I learned while I was debating is stuff that's really useful for engaging with people in just intellectual discussions that's really content-based. One of the best skills that I've learned is something called switchside debating. Switchside debating is basically when you have to debate on a side of a given topic that you don't believe in. Sometimes people think that we get to choose the debate topics that we debate on, but that's not at all the case. The way debate tournaments are set up is you show up and you find out who you're debating against, and then you find out which side of the topic that you're on, whether or not you're affirming the topic or you're opposing the topic. Keep in mind, this is what happens before we actually know what the topic is. Then the topic is announced to all the debaters all at the same time, and we have 15 to 20 minutes to prepare our case for whatever side that we're assigned to. This process will happen 4 to 8 times in one day. So clearly, there will be plenty of times where we're placed on a side of a given topic that we do not believe in, but we're still expected to argue to the best of our ability for that side of the topic. And I think any rational thinking person should have the ability to do this. Not necessarily being able to come up with something in 20 minutes, but the ability to argue and defend accurately something that you don't believe in is a highly valuable skill. And there are some obvious reasons why this skill could be a good thing, like being able to relate to people better. If you spend time thinking about other people's points of view, then you can better understand where they're coming from, how they got to what arguments that they're coming through, and you can engage with them better. Which is another thing. It helps us to engage with people of other worldviews better on their own terms. I think one of the biggest mistakes that people make when they're arguing is failing to postulate the position that they're trying to engage with. And I totally understand this one. Like, we get caught up in trying to win the debate, trying to win the argument, instead of trying to engage in an actual conversation of understanding where that person is coming from. It's a habit that we have to break of wanting something to be wrong with the position that we're criticizing, but that's not the right way to go about it at all. And lastly, it makes you look a whole lot more reasonable to the people of these other worldviews. Even if they don't end up agreeing with you, at least they understand that you understand accurately what their point of view is. It might actually get them thinking, if they understand my worldview in the way that I actually understand it, why don't they believe what I believe? They are way more likely to show your worldview the same respect that you show theirs if you can demonstrate that you've actually spent some time thinking about what they believe. You can't always get somebody to believe what you can believe, but it's a definite win if you can get somebody to honestly think about where you're coming from and what it is you believe. So I know this video was a little different, but I do think it was important, and I hope you enjoyed it. So thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you on the next video, and thanks for arguing with me.